Hi, I'm Perry Atkinson, General Manager here at theDove. Hey, check out our other videos and check out our website at theDove.us.
Well, welcome to Focus Today. Steve Johnson with you, along with Clem O'Hara from Youth for Christ. We've had, it's been a while since you've been here, hasn't it?
Yes.
Or at least since I've been able to talk to you for a while, so it's good to have you here. Youth for Christ has a big event that's coming up that we're going to be talking about. I want to get to that. But, you know, I think sometimes we assume that people know, they may have heard of YFC, maybe Youth for Christ, and we'll all nod knowingly saying, yeah, so what is it that they do? So I'm going to ask you first, give kind of an overview. I know that you're working just in kind of a partnership with Hearts with a Mission, but you've got your own organization. Youth for Christ started a long time ago, what, in the 50s?
Oh, yeah.
Is that right?
They just celebrated their 70th birthday last year.
Oh, so it was
71.
earlier than that.
Yeah. In the Valley, we've been here for over 50 years.
And describe from a practical sense, what does Youth for Christ do in this community?
Okay. What we do is we reach young people, and we do it either through the youth centers. We have 3 or 4, I think we have 4 or 5 now.
Really?
And then, yes, Gold Hill, Eagle Point, Medford, and then the center, and then we have Phoenix Talent has a youth center. And then we have 3 mentoring programs, which is with juvenile justice students, with teen moms or teen parents, and then the program that I run formerly was called HATS, so most people know it by HATS, but we call it YFC Mentors now.
Oh, okay, so it's no longer called HATS.
No.
We should get used to calling it Mentors.
Good luck.
Right?
Yeah.
And the idea is you're obviously reaching younger people. Is it in the schools?
What we're doing is we reach the kids through relationships. Some of the youth centers are meeting kids, elementary kids. We do a program that has elementary kids. We're finding that we're getting more kids at a younger age that need that support and guidance of an extra person in their life.
And this is kind of an after-school type of a
depending, yeah. If it's through the youth centers, usually they're after school. With the HATS programs or the mentoring programs, we work that out where, like I had a dinner last night with the kids I work with their mentors, and then the mentors see them hopefully once a week at whatever works for the mentor's schedule.
Now, are these mentors volunteers?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
And I do want to get into, since it's no longer called HATS, even though that's what I heard before. You then have, in a simpler form, kids get out of school. This is a place for them to go to with activities and things. Is that oversimplifying it for the basic YFC concept to begin with, outside of the mentoring?
What they do is they have certain, like I know North Medford Center has drop-in. So there's a couple days a week where kids can go after school, as you said.
Sure.
And then the other ones have scheduled, but they do a weekly. They'll have a scheduled time where the high schoolers come one night.
I see.
Junior high kids come another night, middle school.
And the idea is to introduce them to who Jesus Christ is, right?
Through relationships, yes.
And that's what you're doing in the mentoring program, too. So are you, you have mentors who are volunteers, and as a result, you're reaching out to younger kids through mentoring, or is it also high school kids, too?
It's every age.
Oh.
We have as young as 5-year-olds. And as old as, once a student graduates from high school, they are no longer, or 18, well, graduate from high school, doesn't matter how old they are, then they are no longer considered in the group, but they're still related to, they're still connected to their mentor because they've got a long-term relationship going.
And you can probably always use mentors, right?
Oh my gosh, yes, yes.
So what is the responsibility of a mentor?
We ask mentors to be able to pass the application process, and we ask them to commit to at least 5 hours a month. But ideally, if they can connect with a student on a weekly basis, that's going to help the relationship build faster. That's going to help the student know that they're there for them. And that just works out. The thing that we do that sometimes people, I think it's hard for them, is that we ask people, depending on the age of your student, you will be with them till they graduate from high school.
I see.
So it could be a long-term
And what kind of things do they do?
Well, we match students with mentors that have some of the same activity interest, so that helps. And we look at also maybe the background of the student, the background of the mentor, so that when we match them, we want this to be a relationship that's going to last a long time.
So it could be people who have an interest in hiking, cooking. I mean, it could be just about anything that has some sort of a connection that way.
Yeah.
Do you know how many mentors do we have now? Do you know?
We've
roughly?
got probably 80.
80?
Yeah.
And we're talking about in the region of Southern Oregon then? Okay.
Yeah.
And you can always use more.
We can always use more. There's always a waiting list.
Well, that brings us to an event that you've got coming up, and this is for the mentoring aspect specifically, right? And that's why you're here. It's a spa day, and people are thinking, wait a minute, this has to do with kids? But it does benefit them in some way, right? Talk about the concept of what you've got coming up on Saturday, April 18th.
Okay. What we do, the reason that we started doing Spa Day is we've done this as our 4th year, and we take kids and their mentors to camp. In the past, we've done it in August. This year, we're doing it in October, and last year we did it in October. And what that does is it costs about $100 for a student, each person, to go to camp between the food, the location, all that type of stuff. Is this like a 2-week camp you're talking about? No, we're only doing a weekend. Because we're asking mentors who volunteer to spend their weekend with a student. So we do it a Friday night, come home on Sunday afternoon. And because of the cost of camp, and because most of our students don't have the funding to go to camp, that's why it's just a short time too, is that the mentors usually provide for that. So what we did was we started a fundraiser, and Spa Day just seemed like fun. So at first it was the girls and the mentors, and we have a lot of professional people. We've got people, professional people doing massages and haircuts, and some people go, I'm not going to let a kid, somebody asked me the other day, is the kid going to cut my hair? It's like, no. We have professional haircutters or hairdressers. And what that does is it offsets the cost. So whatever money we make that day offsets the cost, and we usually can get it down to about $35, $25 a person to go to camp we do a couple of other little fundraisers too.
So if a person takes part in this Spa Day, some of the funding or all of this goes for the kids. So for example, if you want a pedicure, it's $8. That'll go for kids.
And it's a mini pedicure. All the money goes directly for camp for the students.
And it's as basic as like haircuts. $20, you'd spend that for a woman, and she would that money would go for that. For men, $15. I mean, this is highly reasonable prices.
Oh, right.
And all that. You've got car washes too,
which is wonderful. See, and we did that because in the past we've had the girls work really hard for the activity to raise that money, and then one of the guys said a couple of years ago, well, let's do a car wash. So last year it was fantastic. They did a great job, and actually last year we did so well with Spa Day that every student that and mentor, but every student that participated, because we worked so hard, all of us, they got their camp fee waived.
Cool. So if you want to be a part of Spa Day and you say, well, I don't necessarily need a pedicure, but the car could use a washing.
Yes.
It's only $10 inside and out, and this is at a specific place, which you've got all the listings for all of that, right? I know it gets kind of involved. A paraffin hand dip treatment and massage. $7?
Oh yeah, we want people to come in.
Even the title is worth $7.
Oh good, so we'll see you there then, right?
and something that I would have thought would have been for the car, a chip-free extended wear shellac. It's for your nails,
it's
not
for
the
nails.
car. I thought that'd be for the car.
Yeah.
$25. That's pretty cool. And so, can people find out about these different things that make up Spa Day on your website? Maybe?
Yes.
And what is that website?
It is. You're going to ask
YFC
me that. YFC.
It probably goes.
Oh, it's got to be mine. It's YFC. Yes.
Rogue Valley YFC.org.
Yes.
There you go. All I have to you've got it written right here. I just need to look at it. RogueValleyYFC.org. And it says make an appointment. So you have to you organize with the people who ahead of time who say I want to be a part of this Spa Day and all. This is pretty cool. So this is coming up April 18th from 9 to 4 p.m. It's a one-day type of a thing, and you can go to their website RogueValleyYFC.org to find out all the stuff, including eyebrow waxing. There you go.
It's very popular, that one.
A mini manicure, a basic pedicure, a car wash, haircuts again. A marine spa pedi mask. I don't even know what that is.
You should come in and find out.
No, I'm not ready. But it's only $12. Sounds like
Yes.
it's cheap anyway. Well, that's pretty cool. So go to the website. How much money do you suppose you'll raise for this if it's based on previous years?
Last year we made $2,000.
Nice.
For the day.
And that's $100 per kid, right? That it costs.
Yes.
And all of that $2,000 goes for that.
Yes, all that money goes towards
So you're
camp.
hoping that'll be even more.
Yeah.
These the people who are part of YFC, as far as the children, the kids, the students, they come from all sorts of different families, I suppose. Those who are Christians and those who aren't, and all the rest.
Yes.
And this is so they can go to camp this summer. Is that right?
And what camp does for the kids that are mentored is it gives them opportunity to hang out with their mentor and have not just a couple of hours, the whole weekend. We have speakers, we have music, we have games. So there's a lot of connecting. And what happens after camp is usually the kids and the mentors, they're not only connected to their mentor, but they're connected to the other mentors. And we're trying to build small community for these kids because it's all about belonging and feeling like you have a place to stay. We have one student that started off really quiet. She wasn't sure she wanted to be in the program, and she's been in the program like 6 months now. And last dinner, she was participating in the games, which was really not like her. And last night, she had her guitar and she was singing, not to the group, but just doing that. So, you know, kids get comfortable, they get confidence, they feel like they belong to something, and they're not out there looking for the wrong thing to belong to. So,
well, that's pretty cool. And you've done this how many years now?
This is our fourth year.
Fourth year. Sounds like it's been highly successful. And
it has.
Keep doing it.
Yeah, every year I say I don't know if I'm going to do it, but every year I do it, and it's fun. It's a fun day, and it helps not only to raise money, but it also brings awareness to the Valley, what we do, and it also gives the students an opportunity to work towards this for them. So it actually helps them. And we're doing teamwork. Some kids do this and they're not going to go to camp, but they do it as a service project for somebody else to go to camp.
Yeah.
So
well, that's cool. So give us a report after this is over on how successful it was. That's great.
Yeah.
You want to find out more information, you can. Just go to roguevalleyYFC.org, and you must have that on your front page. I haven't had a chance to look at it yet. Right on the front there about Spa Day coming up on Saturday, April 18th, roguevalleyYFC.org. Clem O'Hara, our guest today, thanks for being with us
and
updating us on some of the stuff going on there.
Thank you.
All right, stay tuned. We've got more coming up on Focus today in just about 2 minutes here on the Dove.